All right, what is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. So, if you guys have ever searched for your own business and wondered, why am I not showing up or why is my competitor above me? You're not alone. And the rules of ranking on Google Maps have completely changed forever. So, today, what I'm actually going to do, guys, is walk you through exactly what works in 2026, what's outdated, what's working, what's not working, what you can actually start doing right now, not next week, not next month, right now to move up, right? So this isn't going to be any fluff, no theory, just really what drives calls at the end of the day, right? But before we do that, I think it would be, I would say, good to start with the biggest misconceptions. People think ranking is about keywords, and it was back in the day, and it still kind of is, but it's not all what it's about, right? So you can put keywords in your business name, your description, your services, and actually still not rank. So Google Maps, right? It's no longer an SEO game. It's a trust and activity game. And that's what people don't understand is you can have a bunch of keywords, key phrases, you can keyword stuff, right? But that doesn't work anymore in 2026 because it's just outdated. It's been done before, and it's just at the end of the day not what is going to rank on Google. So I would say for the time being, if Google is asking one singular question, right? If Google's asking one question, they're asking, is this business active, trusted, and chosen by customers right now? That's what Google is asking, and your job is to answer that question. So again, I'll ask the question, is your business active, trusted, and chosen by customers right now? If the answer is yes, you're going to go up. If the answer is no, you're going to go down. Pretty much that simple, right? So that's kind of the misconceptions of where we are right now. The next thing I wanted to go over is the three core ranking factors right now. So there's three things that matter more than anything else. Number one is review velocity. Again, not just total reviews. It's not about having hundreds, thousands of reviews. It's about getting them consistently and constantly, right? So a business that gets 5 reviews every single week is going to outrank a business very soon that has about 100 or so old reviews from years ago, right? Google, at the end of the day, wants freshness because freshness equals relevance. Relevance is a green flag trust signal, and trust is going to drive more, traffic at the end of the day, right? So, action step: you need to automate a system asking every single customer for a review immediately, and not just a 5-star review, but 5-star review. Put in some text and even add a photo of that service. If I was a plumber in Philadelphia, using that example as I tend to do, I would say, hey, John Smith, if you'd be so kind to leave a review, as well as take a photo of the problem I fixed, as well as the actual service I provided in the area I did that, that's worth its weight in gold. It really is, right? So that's the first core ranking factor. The second one is engagement signals. So Google watches what customers do when they see your listing. Do they call? Do they click? Do they follow? All this stuff, right? If people interact with your listing, Google pushes you higher. If they scroll past you, you're obviously going to drop and get nullified from another competitor, right? So what you want to do is your photo, services, and description must make someone choose you in as little as 5 seconds. So what I like to do is I like to be problem in solution oriented. What that means is, okay, if I'm a plumber in Philadelphia and someone's having an issue with an emergency leak or something with their toilet, something with this, something with that, I make it into the description what I am best known for and what I'm not best known for. Maybe not including the what I'm not good at, but you guys know what I mean. So that's the biggest thing. The third thing is business activity. This one's huge. So dead profiles are not going to rank. If you haven't posted, added photos, updated your services, answered questions, Google is actually going to assume you're less relevant now than a competitor who is active, right? So what I would do is treat it like social media, update it weekly with fresh photos. Don't use stock photos. I see people all the time. They have stock photos. They have just, a lot of photos that aren't theirs, and it just doesn't work well, right? So those are 3 things. Again, number 1, reviews. Number 2, engagement signals. Number 3, business activity, right? And the next thing I'll go over is why most businesses are optimized wrong. Okay, so they set up their profile once and never touched it again. That used to work 10 years ago. It doesn't work now, right? So Google Maps has shifted from a directory to a behavior-based platform. That means static profiles are going to lose. Active profiles, like I'm talking about now, are going to win, right? Another huge mistake, like I talked about, is they upload a lot of stock photos. They have disorganized and inconsistent, not consistent information, which is really important. And then Google, at the end of the day, guys, can actually detect generic imagery. And more importantly, customers are going to ignore it. So what I would recommend is you need real photos, team, work, maybe your office, trucks, location, before and after. All this stuff is authentic. Authenticity is going to drive engagement. Engagement drives ranking. Ranking equals more calls and clicks and revenue, right? That's very important. The next thing is, I would say, why your competitors above you. And obviously they're doing everything that they're doing here. But the biggest thing is they're just being more active. They're being more intentional with the work they're doing at the end of the day, right? So keep that in consideration. And then the last thing I could probably tell you guys is, if you want to start moving up, but here's your 5-step plans. Number one, what I would recommend is ask for a review immediately. Today, this week, whatever it is, make sure you have a consistent schedule of getting X amount of reviews per week. If that's only one, great. If that's 10, if that's 100, whatever it is, right? But make sure you can hit that number every single week. For me, I like to get anywhere from a few reviews a week to a dozen, right? And at least as I'm getting a few in, that's good enough for the algorithm to make us be active for a digital marketing company in Philadelphia, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is you want to upload 5 to 10 real photos from recent jobs this week. What I would do, actually, instead of that, is take those 10 photos and spread them out across a monthly period of 2 to 3 posts per week, right? Number 3 is you want to respond to every single review you have, not saying, oh, thank you, Sally, for the review. Say, thank you, Sally, for allowing me to fix your toilet in South Philadelphia, whatever it is, right? Because now you're showcasing the location and the service you provided, right? Number 4 is you want to add or refine all your services. You want to have the primary category be the primary one that you service, as well as all the secondary categories be the secondary one. Far too often, guys, I see people just add categories to add categories, and then they don't get a lot of business from that category because they don't do that service. So I don't understand why they do that. Step number 5 is you want to post one update per week. So treat it like a heartbeat signal. You want to do it consistently for 60 days, and you're going to see movement. Not because of hacks, but because you're aligning with how maps work. This is very important. Ranking higher in 2026 isn't about gaming the system. It's about proving you're the most relevant business today. And guys, at the end of the day, if you want help auditing your profile or building a strategy that actually drives calls, reach out to me directly. You can see my information in the description of the video. Email me at sean@needmomentum.com, or you can call or text me at 215-607-6482. Guys, if this was helpful, follow along. I'll be breaking down more real strategies like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the other one. Like, comment, subscribe. Go USA. They just won the gold medal in Milan, which was awesome. First gold medal since Miracle on Ice in 1980. So, gosh, what is that? 46 years ago, which is nuts. Yeah, so cool stuff. Hope you guys got some value out of this.